Sandbox. So, the Sandbox. Now, this is kind of an interesting one. Look, Metaverse has arrived. It's probably here to stay. I hate it as a concept. The idea of spending your entire life on a digital existence is crap. But it sort of seems like the next evolution of where this world is going. You know, we're going to have office meetings. People are going to have office meetings where they could just, you know, in a metaverse, in a stupid cafe or office building within a metaverse, instead of just walking 30 yards down the road or down the corridor to speak to their colleague. Weird world, but we've got to take a look at what the Sandbox is, what it can do, what sort of data is at the moment as well. All of that I'll share in this video. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I was showing everyone that I was buying up all of these coins because I expected them to just rocket up in price. You can see what the prices of all these coins were when I recorded and released my videos, and you can see the highs that all these coins hit, and that was in under a year and a half. And what the profit would have been if you'd thrown $100 into each one. And that's 26 coins, so that would have been a $2,600 investment in total. Selling it in under a year and a half, your profit from that would have been over 123 grand, which is not bad. Now, I sold all of these. Since the market crashed, I've been buying up new cryptos, and I share these on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So anytime I find a coin that I think can run up in price, whether that's a 40x, a 50x, 100x, I buy it. And what I will do is I will jump onto my site and I'll tell my members about the coin. I'll tell them what it is, what kind of profits I think it can have, what percentage of my money I'm putting in, and they can copy along. This literally removes all the work for the members. They don't have to start learning about new technologies. They don't have to start learning about upcoming trends. They can just remove all work, thousands of hours out of their crypto investing, and they can spend that doing the things that they love, whether that's, you know, meeting friends and family or hobbies or food or whatever the hell it is. Now, if that sounds good to you, just head over to copymycrypto.com now, read through the site. Everything on the site is public record. You'll see what the members have earned since it's been there, what I've said in the past, and what ended up happening. You can verify it all on this channel. And if you like what you see, guys, you should join. So, let's talk the Sandbox. Right. The Sandbox currently has a market cap of $750 million, $733 million. So, the Sandbox, by the way, it is worth noting that they are an alleged SEC token that could be a factor that plays into price suppression. I'll talk about that a little more later. So, they launched in 2011 by Pixowl. It's a blockchain-based virtual world, allows users to create, build, buy, and sell digital assets in the form of a game. It combines DAOs and NFTs, and it's a decentralized platform for a big gaming community. The main mission is to introduce blockchain tech into mainstream gaming as successfully as possible. The platform focuses on a play-to-earn model while allowing users to be both creators and gamers simultaneously. The Sandbox employs the powers of blockchain tech by introducing the SAND token, which runs all the transactions on the platform. The founders are Arthur Madrid and Sebastian Bourget. I'm not sure if I'm butchering that name. I would presume Bourget if he's based out of France. So they are the co-founders of Pixowl. Arthur Madrid is the CEO and Sebastian is the COO. And they've got a pretty good record in terms of entrepreneurial resume. You know, they worked at One Click Media. They've worked at Eurogroup Consulting. You know, pretty decent resume. Now, let's talk about this. Animoca Brands backed Sandbox. There's been a bunch of other coins that have backed, like investors that have backed Sandbox. So I'm not going to get into all of them. Regarding the SEC allegations, the SEC allegations are really kind of a tricky thing to take seriously right now. The SEC literally tried to say that every crypto under the sun was a security after they got their asses handed to them by Ripple in court, and even on appeal. It is hard to see a scenario where the SEC's allegations are going to cause the same price suppression they did for XRP in 2021. I think most people are aware the chances are that the SEC are not going to win a lot of the court cases, because I don't think that they have actually logically applied the Howey test, and unless they are going to create a completely new test to establish if a crypto is a security, very few of the cryptos are ever going to actually meet all the criteria of a Howey test to be defined as a security. So there's a very weird scenario right now regarding that. I can't imagine them winning many of the cases. I can't even imagine them bringing court action or legal action to a lot of these. I think they've thrown basically all the names into a hat and hoped that people would believe that they were securities and see how many of them would register as securities despite the fact they're not. So it's kind of a very bizarre scenario. Now regarding the Sandbox. So the Sandbox gets 1.3 million website visits every month. I mean, it's actually been shockingly consistent. July 1.3, August 1.4, and September 1.3. So very, very consistent. Interestingly, 11% of the users, certainly in the month of September, were from India. 7% were from America. So actually and 4% Russia. So quite a small fraction, so quite a small percentage of the website visitors are America, 1 in 14. Now, it's worth noting, look, Sandbox is backed and partnered with a lot of big names. You know, they're partnered with Snoop Dogg. I'm presuming that's Paris Hilton. I don't know anyone else called Paris. Steve Aoki, who I understand is a singer, but partnered with The Walking Dead, partnered with Smurfs, partnered with Ubisoft, partnered with Warner Music Group, partnered with Playboy. Also Avenged Sevenfold, I do know them, they're a good band. Care Bears, Atari, Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen, you got Deadmau5, Blonde-ish, I'm guessing singer based on that, Ledger, and South China Morning Post. So they have really onboarded a hell of a lot of brands really, really fast. They also introduce events like music events and fashion. They have fashion events. I swear, was it Gucci that was involved in like their fashion week on the metaverse or something? Now, I don't know. This for me is a very weird one. Look, there's a couple of things that we've seen within crypto gaming. Firstly, land fell off a cliff. You know, it was like a lot of the land just wasn't worth anywhere close to what people were buying in the bull cycle. That was obviously going to end, and I still think, by the way, that could come back. I think we could see land go for crazy money once again. But as of right now, Sandbox, land has obviously fallen off a cliff in terms of value. Another thing that's quite interesting about Sandbox is that, and Decentraland, by the way, is that in the real pits of the bear cycle, they barely had any users. There was one day recorded when one of the games, I can't remember which, only had about 28 players across a day. And this still had a market cap of about $500 million at the time. So I'm not sure that the value of these coins are reflective, or certainly market cap is reflective of the user base. Now, while it has 1.3 million website visitors, how many of them are playing? That's an interesting question, and we don't really have data on that. I'd really like to see if the Sandbox were to share that, what that would tell us. You know, are they only getting like a couple hundred users a month? They're getting tons of people coming to the site, but they're only actually getting 200, 300 users a month. In theory, that could be the case, and if it is the case, then is the game worth Is the coin worth that much money? Interesting one. Now, as I said, they have a lot of stuff going on. And look, metaverse is an inevitability within the world that we live in. It is a sad state of affairs that we're going to be in this world where, again, people are going to be at work and they're going to be meeting each other in a virtual world instead of walking down the corridor together and grabbing a coffee together. I don't like this as an evolution of humanity, but it is something that's coming. Of course it is. More people are plugged in, the more people are spending, the more people are spending, the more money these companies are making. Sandbox is one that I think could do very, very well. However, I think it rose too hard too fast in the last bull cycle. Hit $7. Well, it hit, what was its actual price? So $8.44 was its all-time high, which is mad. Because I don't think it's ever at any point been reflective of a $10 billion project. I just don't think it is. There's not been the gameplay, there's not been the user base. They've had really good partnerships. I'm pretty sure Adidas or Nike, one of the footwear brands or sports brands partnered with them. I just think it rose too fast. I'm not convinced this breaks its previous high. I'm really not. I think this probably going to be looking at around $4.50, maybe $5. $4.50 seemed like there was a lot of volume knocking around at that level. That still put it a market cap of $9 billion, which is massive. For a game, that's quite significant. The question is obviously what's the user base like? I've not seen the Sandbox share any data on that. If you've seen it, let me know in the comments where you've seen it or where I can look, because I'd very much like to see that data. That would give us a real good insight as to what the hell their user base is like, and then from there we'd be able to establish what they could in theory do. But for me, yeah, I'm probably capping it about $4.50. I just don't think it can do that crazy, staggering run that I've seen some people predicting. But let me know what you guys think. If you play the Sandbox, what do you think of it? Do you like it? Are there better metaverse games out there? Let me know in the comments down below. And guys, if you just want to take the work out of your crypto investing, if you want to literally remove every single element of it, you won't have to do any more research, you won't have to do any more deep dives into new technologies, emerging trends, chart patterns, or anything like that. You can literally take all the work out of it. Head over to copymycrypto.com now. That is the site I run where I share with the members every coin that I'm in. Anytime I find a coin I think can pump and do really strong gains, I get in on it, and what I will do is tell the members about the coin, the profits I think it can have, the percentage of my money I'm putting in, and they copy along. It removes every single element of work for the members. On the site, you'll see what the members have earned, you'll see what I've said in the past and what happened. It's all public record, so have a look over it, verify it all, and if you like what you see, guys, you should absolutely join, and I'll see you there. That's it from me. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.